Well, those of you on YouTube, I'm just letting you listen in as I answer questions for members of Lesco Help. So that's the main objective here, is to help me, Mr. Help. You want this kind of help, then you got to join, and it's lescohelp.com, or if you're not in, if you don't want to join into Facebook, you could do Lesco Help 2, the number 2, and then .co. So you want to use the Facebook group, and then you get the other one free. So don't join 2, because if you join 1, you get 2. We give you both. So never worry about that. I don't want you to pay twice for something I'm doing. But I'm not going to answer questions on YouTube today. It's just for members on Lesco Help. And we're on the platform called Lesco Help 2. There's Mary, there's Kelly. And so I want to give a chance. We also have another free live training tonight with Sabrina. She'll do that. I think that's at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So that, I mean, she does about 3 a week or something like that. You know, and it's all the same price. You never, once you join Let's Go Help, you never get upsell to anything. So we never charge you more for anything like that. So never worry about once $20, and then you get the whole kitchen sink, man. Now it's a subscription, so it goes every month or whatever. But we have a thing that you could start or stop it yourself, or if your credit card changes, you can do that yourself, and that's on Lesco Help member. So you have to remember that, because you're a member, a Lesco Help member, and just go there and change the credit card or stop it, or start it again whenever. I mean, this is the nicest thing I feel I get, is when members apologize they have to stop payment because of personal problems or financial stuff. And I want you to always remember, take care of yourself first. Don't give money to somebody, particularly if somebody promises you money, and particularly if they want to charge you a lot. I mean, the people who pretend they're me, there's a lot of people on the internet that pretend they're me, and they use my logo and all this kind of stuff. It's amazing, the balls these people have. And they say, well, we'll help you. You give me $1,000, I'll get you $20,000. Nobody could do anything like that. Anybody charges you more than 20 bucks, man, to me, they're a scam. And if they're charging you hundreds or thousands, then nobody could also guarantee you a grant or money. The only people who can guarantee you money are the people who give out the money. Nobody else. I can't. Nobody else says they get you money. That's absolutely stupid. They can. Nobody can. But if you're desperate, and a lot of us are at times in life where we're very desperate, and that will believe what somebody says like that, because it's so easy. We're looking for that help, and we're looking for it easily. And so if somebody promises that, it's easy to get sucked in. And we all have, I still do, when I have problems with things, and wasted a lot of money myself that way too. So it's human nature, and they know that, but they think about it all the time. And so they know what makes you buy. And now with the internet, it's easier to narrow in on what really are the key words for you want to hear that you'll split with your money, because they could test thousands of different things to see what works and do it within an hour. Before, when I first started in business, we had to do it in direct mail. So you had to send out mail, see how that reacts, doesn't work, send out another one, see how, and that takes weeks or months to do. Now they do it in seconds. So that's why the robots, are king. And it's terrible. Are there grants for helping the military? Of course. And actually, if you're military, ex-military, or anything, the best place to go to see what is military, and that is every county has something called the county veteran service office. County Veteran Service Office. And you start there. And the way to start is not by looking at their website. You can't know. the best thing you want to do is call people. So like that county veteran service officer, you want to call that office and make an appointment to talk to somebody about your issue. One of the worst things you could do is say, hey, I want money. You don't call somebody and say, hey, I want money. That's like going on a blind date and the person opens the door and say, hey, I want to have sex. I mean, people know you do, but you know, that's going to ruin the whole thing. And whether they're there, you know, government officials and experts and things like that are available for free, are really there with their expertise. They may or may not have money, and that doesn't matter because they could lead you to money. If they don't have it themselves, they're really your conduit to get. They're your guide. They're a navigator for you. That's what you need, because it's a complicated system, and you can't. We all think we know what the world is out there, but we're wrong all the time. Look at the election. Everybody said that, you know, the Republicans are going to clean the house again. You know, they're barely making it. You know? So nobody knows. And if you haven't looked for grants before, whatever, it's hard. I mean, I've been studying this for 40 days, maybe for 40 years, and it changes every day. I don't know what the hell's out there. That's why you have to be like a scout in the military, you know. In the old kind of wars, they don't do it anymore. I guess they do it with drones. They're the scouts, and you see where the military are, what they have, and things like that before you make an attack. You know, you just don't charge in and, hey, give me money. Hey, no, you gotta see the landscape. Who's got it? What has it? What they have? Maybe they have something better. Things like that, and that's scouting. Now, if it's not a big problem, you just want easy money, that's another application, and that's possible. But it's not going to be as successful, but you know, maybe that's all the time you have to do, and that's understandable. I mean, I can't tell anybody else how to live their life. I don't even know what the hell how to live my life. We all struggle with that, and so that's important. I think about telling other people how to live. They're trying the best they can. Still can't get my account. Well, that means you may not have an account. Somebody's texting me saying that they can't, because if you go to lescohelpmember.com, Lesco Help Member, and you put in your email address, and if it doesn't give you an email to access your account, then for some reason maybe you're on PayPal. See, in the PayPal, we don't have PayPal on that thing. That's only for credit cards, to change your credit cards. So you have to go to PayPal, and you could stop the payments there or change it and things like that at PayPal. So that's where you have to do that, and if you have a PayPal. If you don't have a PayPal, then we screwed up somewhere. And the person who oversees all my screw-ups is called Magic Mary. Magic Mary is a pay grade way above mine to fix all these things. I can't. You come to me and I try to fix it, I'll screw it up more than it is now. So you got to contact with Magic Mary. The way you find Magic Mary is you go to, you email her at lescohelp@gmail.com. Now let's see, how do I write on here? Maybe there's a way. Oh, no, here's the chat. Oh, hi, Nicole. What are the grants to pay for school? What kind of school? I need to get in the Facebook group. Okay, you should be in there. All you have to do to get in the Facebook book, you go to Facebook. I'll put it in the chat. Facebook.com/groups. GROUPS/Lesco Help. And when you go there, it should recognize your email address and get you right in. Okay, if it doesn't, then you want to go to, contact Magic Mary. And her email is lescohelp@gmail.com. Okay, there you go. Okay, grants to pay for school. Okay, it depends on what. I mean, higher education or whatever. Well, here's what you want to do there. I'll get you some links for that. And it's in the Mega Grants report, which is about 40 questions, the top 40 questions I get, and the answers, so I don't have to type them out all over again. So I could just change them in one place. Okay, here's how, okay, paying for college and student debt. Okay, I'm gonna cut and paste that into the chat so you have all those sources. Okay, now that's for higher education, mostly college. There's other kinds of things, but if it's not college, review the landing scholarships. Okay, yeah, that's okay. I gotta send all that. Okay, so all those sources are directly at paying for college. Okay, now for those of you on YouTube, I'm talking to the people on Lesco Help, and these are members. Okay, they pay for this. You don't pay, so you're just eavesdropping on Lesco Help, and you can get a lot of out of this too. But I feel that, boy, that's why cameras are cheap, and you put another camera on and educate people, and that's what I feel I am, really an educator. Okay, now if it's more than just college, because what's going on now, you know, to get a decent job, it's easier to get a few months of training to get a decent job without a college degree or anything. Now for that, you want to go to the Meta Grants report and go to item number 12, yeah, for jobs, education, and job training. Now, there's lots of stuff. Man, the government is pouring money into that. I mean, there are programs now that, you know, they give you money to live on while you train. They give you money to buy a computer. They give you money to transportation and everything. And they're all hot skills that they're dying for people. We don't have enough trained people in this country, you know, and that's why people are looking for a job and they don't want to work because it's lousy pay. Well, go. Take some months off, get paid to even do that. You have to search for those kind of programs. They don't pop up in your feed automatically. You know, you got to go bang on doors, find them, and this is what we teach about, and get one of these programs that are all paid for. It's just amazing what's out there, but we don't know because, see, none of this advertises. The only thing you know is things that are advertised, people that want to get money from you. So you see some nonprofit school that's paying ads in Google and asking you to join, you know, they'll teach you how to get a great job, but you won't see the ad that the government has a grant to pay for that for you. So, and that's what I do. See, everything on Lesco Help, the way we help there, every you know, like all the websites I just sent to the in the chat on Lesco Help are all sources that give you money or free help. None of those sources will ever ask you for money. I mean, it's just the opposite of what you're finding everywhere. And that's what is frustrating. I know you're trying to help yourself and you know the internet. Well, you got to learn what the internet is to be able to use it. The internet is a place for people to make money, and that's fine. It's sort of like, you know, the computer. I mean, the computer is great for entertainment, okay? You want to do that? That's fine. But it's also for other things, yeah, you could use. So that's a double-edged sword, yeah? So you have to know when it is. But if you only know how to use it for entertainment, then you just go in the commercial stuff because entertainment is where people can, not true. I paid for a subscription, don't have Facebook, and I'm not signing up for it. Well, we have, if you paid for a subscription and you don't have Facebook, no, I'm giving this live video and answering the questions, not on Facebook, what we call Lesco Help 2. Now, if you already paid for Facebook, we have to give you the backdoor link so you don't pay again. So here, the person on YouTube that paid for Facebook, here's who you email. You email, her name is Magic Mary. I call her Magic Mary because she solves all the problems that I can't. Tammy, maybe you see that that person there, and have Magic Mary send him or her the link to get into Facebook 2 without charging, okay? Lesco Help 2 without charging. So you contact Magic Mary by sending an email to lescohelp@gmail.com. lescohelp@gmail.com. Okay, somebody says, what's a good place to start a business in Virginia? Is that Lesco Help? I'm getting, it just comes up on my screen and I don't know where it's from. Well, if you want to start a business really anywhere, I mean, first of all, there's hundreds of places to get money and help to start a business, no matter where you live in this country. But the problem is you have to know what's good and what's not good and where to go and what's the best place to start. And that's why so these are the best places to start. You want to go to, oh, is that Gene Smith? Is that, you're the member? And yeah, I can't scroll up and see, but okay, good. The best place to start if you're looking to start a business is, number one, don't look for money. I would like that training program and relocation. We show you all that stuff. If you're a member, if you're not a member, let me get back to training and relocate. For training, the best place to start with that is CareerOneStop. If you go on your, you Google CareerOneStop.org. CareerOneStop.org. It's a nonprofit that shows you your local government office that helps you with training. Make an appointment with the people there. Don't just read their website. Make an appointment, call up, make an appointment to see so you understand. You're not going to understand what's out there by just looking at websites. It give you a little taste, but to understand what it really means, you really have to go belly to belly. And that's why the internet is just a start. And you have to know and to start on the internet, you should only look at things that are .gov or .org. Everything else is .com. If you have a lot of money, that's fine. God bless you. Go let them build the hell out of you and help you. If you don't have money, no. There's better help, and that's free. And that's what we show you. So you make an appointment and talk to them at the CareerOneStop.org. They have counselors there that will help you get trained, help you get an education and job and find training money and all that kind of stuff. Now there's more to it than that, but that's a good place to start. Also go to your county community college. They're wonderful. They get grants too to pay for all your student costs, on certain programs that they got to fill. See, we got to fill trained people. Businesses start or they're growing and they need trained people. The government's job is to find out what kind of trained people they need and to pay for these people to get trained so then they get a good job and create products and services and taxes for the government. So it's it's a partnership, with government and organizations. So that's why there's so much training money, because the Republicans like it, because it is, actually what happens, it's giving, companies, which are usually more right kind of people, not as in wrong, but in left and right. And so it's a benefit for them too. So they don't have to train the people. The government pays for them to get trained. Then they get trained, skilled people to come and make more money. And then when they make more money, the workers are happy because they're making more money. Government's happy because everybody's paying more taxes, right? So that's it all. We're all selfish son of a bitches. So that's what I was in the middle of something. Oh, Sabrina. Please check the weatherization program. Sabrina, let's see. We had a couple of things with Sabrina I want to talk about, but I forget. Oh, I need that email. I was going to send somebody a check who we wanted to thank for helping people so much. Hope you saw that. What else was there? Oh, I don't know, but message you. Okay, that's it. Okay, Sabrina, thank you. Yeah, so Sabrina's going to be on live. I don't know what she doesn't have to talk now, but later. that's Smiley, the lady who lets me live with her. she's up in Boston today, and so I didn't want to miss that. Maybe the plane coming in and I got to do something and things like that. So that was nice. Where were we? Okay, yes, ma'am. It has. He has sent me that. Guessing I'm just really, really horrible. No, don't, Joe. Don't worry about being horrible. Just worry about not trying, and you don't have to worry about you don't know something. It doesn't matter. Nobody knows anything. Yeah, but just be honest and kind. You say, you call up the government office, just say, I don't know what I'm doing, but I hear you may have something to help me. That's all. And you say, is that possible? What do you guys possibly have that could help me? And if they don't know, then you say, hey, where else can I go? Do you suggest that maybe something could help me? That's all you have to, and you keep making those kind of calls, and you learn to it. In other words, it's whether like getting a job or anything like that. It's a numbers game. I get messages about free dental services for seniors, which I am. Yes, dental is hard. I mean, I get my dental stuff over at Howard University. And it's really a fraction of what dental costs are incredible. And they have a good union, so it's not covered in insurance much, just a little bit. So they say they take insurance, but you're still going to have to pay a boatload out of pocket. A couple of places. If you're not a member, go to this website, Needy, Needy, then MEDS. Needy, Needy, then MEDS. Okay, if you go to that website, and then you'll see for customers and savings. I think that's a tab on top called savings. And then you'll see they have a list by state of all the sources of free and low cost dental care for that state. See, there's clinics that do it for free. There's universities that will do it for free or next to free. There are studies that, like I have another missing tooth somewhere, and I found a study at NIH that they were looking for patients for free because they want to study like a single dental implant. And I got on the list, just called up and said, yeah, we need that. You're good. And then I went on Larry King and talked about it. And the guy doing it got 10,000 calls the next day. Big Mouth opened his mouth on Larry King and talked himself out of a free tooth. So that was, it doesn't bother me. But that's it. So there's all kinds of places like that, but it takes work. Now that's the other thing that, it's hard, and this is what Sabrina does so well. To everybody is show you what it takes to do this. I mean, a lot of people will think because they want it to be that way that, oh, we'll just give you a website and you fill in the blanks and you wait and get the money next week. Now that does happen, but it may not. So what are you going to do if it doesn't? See, and that's where the rubber hits the road. And if you don't take that extra step, then you're going to be left out a lot. And it's trial and error. All of life is. That's the only way you're going to learn to get through this nonsense, is to realize most things you're going to do are not going to work. I've written 100 books and only 10 made money. Now, I've been doing this 40, 50 years. I think, well, I know what makes money. No, I don't. I'm guessing. And once in a while I get it right. And that's what you have to do. You think you know where there's money, but it's probably wrong. But see, that will lead you, if you persevere long enough, that will lead you to where it really is. Because you'll talk to somebody, they'll give you a little idea about something else. You never thought of looking there. And you look there, and then that leads you to something else. You never thought of looking there. Yeah. Yes, we have class tonight. Yes, you're right. And Sabrina has to go have dinner, take care of her kids and everything, and get all dressed up, get out of her house coat, get something for the camera to start tonight. You can also watch all the previously recorded material. See, yeah, that's another thing. I mean, everything is here. I mean, everybody told me when I was doing this and starting this service that I can't make money at $20. And they said it has to be $200 or $2,000. That's the only way we make money at doing this kind of stuff. And I understand that. I mean, I got an MBA and stuff, and sure, I mean, if you pay nothing for the product, the more you make, the more you charge, the money you make. But I didn't want to be the guy who charged $200. I want to be the guy who charged $20. I want people who can't afford $200, to get this information. They need it more than the people who could afford the $200 or $2,000. So that's why I want to keep it at $20. And what shocked me more than anything is that we're making money. Man, after a year now, we're making money at this. Wow, I can't believe it. So what we're doing with the money is giving it back to the members. So the membership now is a lot cheaper because you can make $1,000 and that's membership for what? A couple of years, right? So yeah, for $20, so it's $200 $220 a month, $240 a month. And so yeah, that's 5 years of a subscription. You win that. Then, so we're giving out like 110 awards this month. So we up the benefit, up the total number of grants for November 4th grants, and we're giving out $60,000. So that'll be 120 people will get checks. Now, another thing, a lot of people don't pick up their checks. That's another thing. That's astounding me. See, I thought I knew everybody's going to pick up a check. No, they don't. So we have to beat on people. We can, and we still can't find them because I think they may join under one email and everything and have another email, so they never check. I don't know. People, we all have screwed up lives, so you can never know. And I can't. So we're giving out $60,000 this month, and for Christmas we're giving out $60,000. So it depends how much money we make, so it may change again. So you want to get in. So if you're a member, get the link, and it's up on top. It's a featured, on the top of both the platforms, which is Lesco Help 2 and in Facebook. On top there'll be the application. You just fill it out. Easiest application in the world. All you have to do is tell us what you would do with $1,000. Simple. What you would do with $1,000. That's all. And that's all you need. And we go through it. Sabrina and all the other folks, we got about 5 or 6 people that read through every one and then pick out 110 this time. 110 people. I mean, what the joy that we feel in being able to help somebody, even though, I mean, in Washington, $1,000 is nothing, but to me it sounds like a lot, and it is. Being able to give out $60,000, I mean, I never in my mind thought I'd be able to do something like this. And it's only because of the members that we're able to do that, because they support us, and so we're giving back the profits to members and doing it this way, people who really need it. The Brooklyn leader, George, you all right? It just fills my heart more than anything else, except maybe a new suit. But I don't even need those anymore. And somebody who can, I mean, the stories we hear are, we have so many people living in their cars nowadays. We're wealthiest country in the world, and that's something else. So whatever we can do locally, and to help somehow with that, and helping people know where that government money is to help. The government is out there giving the money, and people don't know it's there, or they get screwed up on how to do it. We never train people to do that. And so it's important that we do that. I thought the government would do this. I've been doing this 40 years or more, and that they would have something in place like this. If they're not going to do it, looks like we're going to have to do it. And what's another big joy of Lesco Help is the members, how the members help each other. I mean, I can't believe that. And that gives me hope that maybe this will last, even after I'm gone. I mean, how much more do I have? Maybe 10, maybe 15 years, that this has a possibility of going further, because it's not me anymore. It's the people who are members know more than we do. They know more than we do where they live. See, so they've applied to that program and it doesn't work. But in doing that, they found something else that does work. And they come on, I read these questions every day because that's what I do most of my day is answer questions. Because that's how I learn what has to be done, what people need, how they say it, how they frame it is very important to me. You have to get in their minds what they, I need a lot of money. Yeah, but it doesn't, there's no, Grant says, for people who need a lot of money. If there was, then that'd be easy, right? I'm just learning. Is this the class? I'm so confused. Brenda, I run this place and I'm confused, so don't worry about being confused. No, it's not. The class starts at 8 o'clock. No, I don't stay up much past 8 o'clock. So I'm doing the happy hour. This is Lesco happy hour before class. So right, tonight at 8 o'clock. Sabrina, she's 2 hours earlier. That's why she could stay up late. No, 8, 9, 10, 11 o'clock. I mean, well, actually, last night I was up till midnight. I don't know what the hell. I had so many questions to answer. And just, where do you find grants to pay living expenses? Well, there's about 17,000 of them. And that's the problem. See, it's the grants, it is different in every city. It's different, in every state. And there's a hell of a lot more even than 17,000. Nobody can keep up on these. And that's why to have the ultimate database would require a budget as big as NASA. And we don't have a budget that big because we want to give money away to members. And that's what's important. Yes, mathematical is an issue. And so what's nice is that there's people, what we do, we show you the links where they can, but a lot of times when it's too confusing, the government has people that help you find in your area what those links are, okay? And they're called different in every place and everything. Yes, please, it's been hard. My city takes a lot granted in doing block grants. You only get through organization. Yes, and you find out where those organizations are. Now that's one kind of money. You can become an organization and get that money too, and then give it to other people. Because you're right, see, instead of handing out money directly to individuals, they'll give the government money to local, usually nonprofits, but it doesn't have to be a nonprofit. I want to do that. Okay, Michelle, then what you do, don't become a nonprofit, don't do anything. Start looking for who gets the block grant money where you live, okay? And make an appointment to see them. These are public officials. They're supposed to talk to anybody. If they don't, then you call your elected officials and say, hey, find me somebody to talk about how they give out block grants. And they should do it. Now, if you're a miserable person, they won't be inclined to do it. But if you're nice and sweet, then it's really their job. We don't think of it that way. Salvation Army is the kind of thing. Yeah, they have so much training money in the Salvation Army. Even training to be to start your own business on the computer and stuff like that. No, they're just not ringing bells and kettles at Christmas time. No, they do a hell of a lot of job training. And also emergency money and things like that. Yes, there's people like that do it. But it could be, Mary's Basement Women's Group, too, that could get this. You apply and try it. If you don't get it, then you try to understand why you didn't get the money and try it again. And that's what it is. It's all about trying and failure. I think most of us want to know everything perfectly, and we won't. So why try? So just bulldoze and say, okay, all you have to know is know the sort. Okay, like here, you already know. Okay, block grants. Okay. Call your county. Call one of your elected officials on the county council, and I want to know who where the grant block money is, to talk to those people how I can maybe apply for that the grant. Simple. That's all you have to know. You don't have to believe that there's some magic word or some magic stuff that you don't know. There's a lot of stuff nobody knows. So forget about that. You just take what you want, what you think you need, and try to articulate it as best you can and as politely as can, and see where that takes you. Now, maybe you'll call up and they say, lady, that's stupid. You don't want to do that. Okay, what should I do? And then what you, good to go to and check out officials where they're most reachable. Yeah, sure, you grab somebody in the hallway and ask them, good. But you call an office, make an appointment, or if you, now don't forget, every elected official or every government official, say the person in your county hands out the block grants, if they don't talk to you or something, you call your elected official at the county and say, hey, can you get me an appointment to see somebody in the block grant office? And they're supposed to do that. Now, whether it all happens and according to Hoyle or whatever the laws are for that, may or not happen, but it doesn't matter. So you try another elected official and try that. Say, approachable or not. Now, people are all different. Everybody's different. Some are approachable, some not. But you just go ahead and you need that. You're going to save your child from a train. You know, the train's not approachable, but you're going to try to do everything you can to save your child. Yeah. You have something you want to do in life. Well, you do everything you can to see how you can do it. It may not be finessed, and it may not be, you know, having a cigar at the country club or something like that. What the hell? It's all about doing something. It's not about how you're doing it. It's about doing it. You know, there's 1,000 ways to do it. And the less you know about how it should be done is going to be more natural and more acceptable. Look at this. Now, nobody, you know, I dress like a goddamn clown, right? And I make more money dressing as a clown than when I dress like somebody on Wall Street, which I used to. And actually, I just found a link of me on C-SPAN back in the 80s. I gotta put that up somewhere for members to see that. Oh man, me back in the 80s. And saying the same thing. You listen, you close your eyes and it sounds like me today, man. And it's really funny. But yeah, I dress like that. But what happened but before that, my failing businesses, I feel failed because I was trying to do it like everybody else told me how to do it. I got an MBA and I always wanted to start a business, and I was doing all that. And then I started 2 businesses, and I had an MBA in computers, and I even had a computer software company that failed. But I used to see, oh, really, Michelle? Wonderful. Well, you got to see me. You see me back in time. And when I wasn't successful in all those businesses that failed, what I saw is that, God, I'm failing. I did it like everybody said. I'm not having fun. And who knows if and the biggest thing I learned is nobody cares if you failed. I think that used to scare me more than anything. If I failed at something, you know, people will point at you coming down the show, oh, there goes that failure, Lesco. And I realized after I failed a couple times, nobody cares about you. They care about themselves. And so then I said, okay, nobody cares if I failed. Everything I did with somebody didn't work, and I didn't have fun. God. Now, I was doing all that stuff because I thought, oh, maybe in so many years or months or whatever, I was going to have fun and successful and everything. That didn't happen. So to me, it made sense to, well, let's reverse that. Let's have fun first, because we don't know if we're going to be successful or not, and have no control over that, apparently. I did it like everybody said, and I still wasn't successful. So that's a crapshoot, right? So, and you still don't have fun. So you want to be miserable, maybe successful, or have fun, maybe successful. So it sounds more important. It sounds like a better logic to me is to be have fun and maybe successful. And actually, when I started having fun, that really brought me more success, because then I was different, you know. And if you're different, then that attracts different people who need looking for that. Sure, everybody doesn't like a clown in a question mark suit, but there's enough out there that do. That gave me a nice living for a long time. And then I was able to do this better than anybody else. So to me, if you do something you're having fun, you're doing that better than anybody else because you're doing something more natural for you. If you're trying to be somebody else, then that's natural, and people could smell that, like a politician, but you don't have an option. Will you vote for the politician or for the non-politician? Oh, fuck, they're all politicians, aren't they? So you're stuck. and there's no way out of that thing. But it's fun, and I pray that I have 10, 15 more years to do this. It gives me energy. I walked 7 miles a day on a pretty clip. One gym, lift some weights. I try to do about 50 sit-ups. That's the biggest thing in age, is that thing that happens in the middle that just won't quit. And my biggest motive is clothes that don't fit. Man, I got a lot of investment in clothes. And I don't want to invest all that again. So that's important. Let's see, I see chats here somewhere. Oh, I'm on the chat. So listen, those on Let's Go Help too. Remember, Sabrina's going to be live at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's Sabrina. Let's Go Help from New York. No, from Utah. I forget where she is. She's 2 hours away. We pray with that. Thank you. Tonight at 8 o'clock. Wonderful. Yeah. Okay, so I have, what else do I have to do? Okay, so don't forget, those on YouTube, lescohelp.com or lescohelp2 and then .co.com. And that's only for people who don't want anything to do with Facebook. You could join up there for $20. Or you could join on Facebook for $20 and get the Let's Go Help 2 for free, okay? And that's where Sabrina is. So you don't want to miss all the Sabrina stuff. Man, she does a lot. And then we also have the government grant Gopher Awards. And now I'm thinking about giving away some computers. People seem to need computers because they only have phones. And a lot of the stuff is easier to work with computers. So Sabrina and I are going to give out a bunch of computers for people. We'll use some of that money that people didn't collect and left on the table. And we'll buy some computers for people and send them that. We'll have some kind of lottery or raffle or something like that. So we'll set that up, watch for that. And also if you explain a story on how you got some government grant, and on Let's Go Help 2, fill out the government grant Gopher Award, and we send you a trophy, okay? You explain it to others, because it's all about other people helping other people. Excellent series on getting computers, folks, and may have part of the contest. Good. We asked that, yeah. And so how, we'll show you, here's the places you could look for free computers where you live. So if you look there and not get it, then we'll see if we can give you one, okay? I am new. You're new, Sue. This is new Sue, and pending for the Facebook group. Oh, okay, yeah, that sometimes takes a day or two, but you're here. That's great. This is more important because you got Sabrina here, and she stays up later than I do. So it's more important that you're here, Sue. But if it doesn't happen in a day, maybe something screwed up, and email Magic Mary, and her email address is lescohelp@gmail.com, okay? So she's at lescohelp@gmail.com. So any other questions on Let's Go Help 2, folks? You got a question? I got an answer. Let me give you the link to the, here's the link to my cheat sheet, okay? This is, there's got to be 1,000, 2,000 sources in here by topic. These are answers to the, I say the top 60, actually 37. The top 37 questions, the most popular questions that we get, okay? And they're sources. I mean, it's loaded with sources. Okay, if that doesn't come through and you can't download it, then just put in a post. You're looking for that Meta Grants report, okay? But there's a copy of that report there. See, I just want to make sure that people know we're never going to charge them again. Oh, it worked? Gone. Thanks, Joe. Yeah, look through that. I mean, I add stuff every day. Oh, let's go close. Yes. Yeah. And so I'm always changing stuff and adding things because I see things that are important and new that people should know about. And then the good old standards, oldies but goodies. No. So checking it out. Thanks, Michelle. Okay, have fun with Sabrina tonight. I don't know if she's giving out cookies and milk too, but maybe. You never know. Technology nowadays, you never know. Okay, guys, thank you so much. Love you all. You made my life feel so wonderful. Thank you. And I'll put this up as soon as it, it should be. Oh. Okay, YouTubers, lescohelp.com, or if you don't want Facebook and you hate Facebook, it's lescohelp2, the number 2.co. Or just keep watching. I mean, we put links in the descriptions all the time. So my past, if you don't want to join, I understand. Take care of yourself first. Don't give me money if you need it. And look at the videos, and in the descriptions, I have links to the things I talk about. So they're always there in the links, in the descriptions, okay? Peace. Thanks for being there. It makes my life special. Thank you.